First of all, you seem very upset by the behavior of the crowd. I want some input from you. Why do you think the crowd behaved like this? Because when you see the other fights like Aldo's or the other Brazilian athletes that lost today, the crowd didn't boo so much. Why do you think that it happened with you?
Well, I guess I sort of provoked it by winning. Also by, doing a little ear thing. But they was talking, they was booing as I was walking out. I'm like, where's all that, I didn't let it get to me. I just responded, sort of like poking the bear. But no animosity towards anybody, you know what I'm saying? I think the crowd booed me a lot more because I sort of provoked it a little bit with the ear thing, and also the level of immaturity sort of let it go and rise, and, But I expected as much. I didn't, it wasn't my intent to, what's the word? Aggravate even more, continue to antagonize or anything like that. And going through my post on my phone, some of the Brazilians are coming in and commenting, saying that is nothing against me, that they're just passionate, and I understand that, especially about their heroes. So I'm not going to say I'm sorry for what I did, but I can say that I understand from that perspective that they're very passionate about their guys, and it was a pretty devastating loss for Anderson, and I guess they felt it too.
And do you think in the future maybe this win could be rewarded for Anderson's injury and not by your performance, by the public's eye?
No. A lot of people come in here with injuries. The Thursday before I came here, I displaced my rib, and I got kicked in the body twice by Anderson, 3 times by Anderson. So I didn't know his leg was injured. I'm just doing my job. And, if he has an injured leg, he shouldn't be fighting. But you know what I'm saying? That's Anderson Silva. He can get in there and continue and do what he's done, and just not against me tonight. I was ready for whatever he had to bring, and he caught me a few times, and I made a few mistakes in there. Something to learn from, something for me to learn from. But no, I'm not gonna say his leg was injured. That's why I won. No, I kicked him in the leg. That's why I won. He was walking on it just fine. He walked all the way from the back into the octagon. It wasn't the first time I kicked him. And what kind of injury was it? Did he just have a boo-boo on his leg? Was it a bruise? You know what I'm saying? Or was something torn or what? I don't know. Nobody knows. So it is what it is. I went in there and I did my job.
Hi. If you could just talk a little bit more about the rib. What happened?
It was Thursday. It was the Thursday before
coming here
fight week.
Okay.
It was my last hard day of practice, and it was grappling class, and I was in an arm bar. I was getting ready to defend, and as I turned my hips first. I turned my hips first, and that's what caused the rib to separate. So it was a costa cartilage, where the bone and the cartilage connect, that got displaced.
Was there ever concern that you might not be able to?
Well, hell yeah. It's when it first happened,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I laid there, definitely got frustrated. I was really upset. And, but, I fractured a rib here and I had to pull out of a fight before. That was my fear. I could not pull out of this fight. So whether it's fractured or displaced or whatever, my intent was to get in here and fight. And luckily, it wasn't as bad as I initially thought it was.
Yeah.
Again, I had a good team. I thanked them I thanked them in an interview, but I want to thank them again, Darren Hall and Al Escobar. Those guys are geniuses in their trade, and they helped get me here. And also, I want to thank the people at the PI, Heather. She also continued to work on me while I was here. So thank those 3 individuals.
And then you got here, you lost your luggage. It seems like it was kind of a rough lead up here.
One bad thing after the other. And I've been saying that since the beginning. You know, I couldn't talk about the rib before the fight, but now I can. I had an injured rib Thursday. You know, I get on the flight and get here. My dog is pooped all over my house. My daughter is sick. I don't have my luggage. And something else happened, too. I can't remember. Something else happened. But like I said before, you know, that's the universe creating an imbalance just to balance it out in the end. And it balanced it out in a big way.
I remember when we talked before the fight that you said that you were kind of curious to see how the crowd would react, but that you thought that you guys would do the type of battle that they were going to cheer for both of you. And that didn't happen because of the way that the fight ended. Are you upset at all I mean, it was an anticlimactic end. Like you said, it was your merit. He got hurt, you won. But do you feel like maybe it wasn't that, you know, would you have rather that it had gone differently, maybe a war?
Well, I would rather have him fall asleep from the first time I hit him. That's what I like. Flawless victory, plus a fatality, no injuries, no damage whatsoever. He kicked me. He caught me with that switch kick. He kind of caught me off guard. It was nice, you know. He hit me with a jab, kicked me in the body 3 times. You know, I want to get in there and get out unscathed, knock everybody out in the first 10 seconds, give me my money so I can go home.
It's a pretty big win, but it's just interesting when you look at an opponent like Anderson because he's a huge name and a guy who like always thinks of himself kind of close to the title, and he's got a point that he has the type of name to drive that, but hasn't really been winning fights. So looking at it now and looking at this win, you talked about raising eyebrows. I think you did that, but do you think about, like, do you know where this is going to put you in the division?
No, I don't really concern myself with where I go from here. All I know is that I'm going up. As long as I keep winning, it's all about the very next win. You know, the next win. So the next fight, after tonight, you know, go home, celebrate, and all that stuff. And but the next win. So I'm gonna get back to the gym, get back to getting better, so I can be ready to get that next win. So I'm not gonna sit here and rest on my laurels and pat myself on the back and, you know, look at myself in the mirror and tell myself how good of a boy I am. You know, I'm going to go back and get back to work because I got plenty of improvements to make.
When you envision the fights and you imagine yourself winning, does this fight, the way you feel now, does it feel as good as you thought it would feel to beat Anderson?
There is no better feeling than winning. It doesn't matter who you're winning against, as long as they are capable, and the UFC only picks capable people. So, you know, there's no better feeling than winning. Again, it doesn't matter who. The fact that it is a prestigious name, a prestigious person in Anderson, I don't really focus on how much better it's going to feel. I won. You know, I'm going home to my family with 2 checks. And that's the main thing. Hopefully 3 checks. But, there's no better feeling than getting in there, fighting, and coming out victorious. So, yeah.
Why 3 checks?
A bonus?
You're not getting one.
Why not?
They already announced it. You're not getting one.
Who's getting it?
Wally Alves, Rosana Mayunas, and Jessica is getting 2 bonus.
Jessica's getting 2 bonus? How come Ryan Spann didn't get a bonus? How come Ryan Spann didn't get a bonus?
No,
he should have gotten one.
Yeah, it's not getting one.
Maybe we need to put 6 bonuses because he should get one, and I think I deserve it.
And you just beat Anderson Silva. He's on a skid, but he's still Anderson Silva. Who do you think you should get next?
Whoever, man. It don't matter. The winner of Whitaker and Adesanya. How about that?
Jared, a lot of people like to talk about the mental challenge that it is to face Anderson Silva inside the octagon. You just did that in Rio de Janeiro. How was that experience for you?
Another day in the office. You know, people get in front of him and they're all mesmerized by what he's done and what he's doing and all this stuff. But a fight is a fight. You know, everybody's different. Everybody moves differently. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen plenty of his fights to. I wouldn't say to know what to expect from him because, you know, you can't expect. You can only prepare the best you can. So a fight can go anyway. You know, it rarely goes as scripted. or as you plan. So, you know, I just stuck to the game plan. From my perspective, I have no fear of anybody. You know, when I step in there, I'm going to run my game plan the way that I fight. You know, so I'm going to do what I do. It's my goal to get in there and finish my opponent. You know, and it doesn't matter who it is. I'm going to go in there, I'm going to punch you, kick you, I'm going to do what I got to do to get the win. So, that's just it.
Alguém tem mais alguma pergunta, gente? Não? Thank you. Okay, thank you.